very unlike the English to be late. And it's 12:02, maybe 12:03 now. So, what to do now? It appears I've been stranded again. Stranded on a desert island, crying out to home to rescue me. My bag is packed. I didn't take many things. I left all that my eldest son Riley would have needed, I believe, to fight this coup. This coup on Australian soil by I'm not sure who. They weren't Aboriginal. They weren't the British. So who are they? Who was doing this? And if my lift isn't here and I fight in defence of Great Britain, the British Empire, then who is in charge of this place if it's not Charles? Who has the responsibility for this place if not Charles? Charles, I really thought we were going to be sharing tea this evening. I was looking forward to a ride in a RAF whatever. I really, really was. So I'm going to show you what I was going to take, because maybe that would show you all a thing or two. I was ready to leave everything. To my eldest son. Everything I believe he would have needed. And I took everything that I believe I would have needed. There's lots of things. I've left lots of tools. I've left 3 dwellings, perfectly livable. I've left a collection of books that my father left me and family heirlooms that have provided me with all the courage and fortitude to do what I believe I've done. And I believe he would have been successful in securing his family's history based on the things I left him. The reason I believe this is because this was what my father was forced to do to me. And it worked. So I want to show you right now what I was going to take if that helicopter landed on the primary school oval or the high school oval, the Gingin, the GG. GG means horse. My mum was born on a horse's birthday. That's how I know that. GG. 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 I was going to take my jacket. I love this jacket. I got it for, I think about $10. I think it's like $100 something dollar jacket, but I got it for $10 from an op shop. I love op shops, Salvation Army op shop. I would have taken that. For some reason, I like the smell of it. I don't know why. It reminds me of wearing it in defence. So I would have taken my jacket, army green, so that everyone would know what was going on. This little bag here I would have taken. I took this bag. This is my ex-girlfriend Mary's bag that I was given by her. And I took it up to the eclipse. And this was all I had with me when I saw the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, which is the eclipse up on the top of Charles's knife a couple of years ago. So in the bag, I will show you. Oh, also I would have taken this water bottle because always be prepared. Dib, 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 dob, dob, dob. That's a 3-fingered salute, flat to the forehead. I would have taken that. It looks a bit like an artillery shell, I think it's funny enough. And it also makes a beautiful, beautiful sound. Doesn't it? So thank you, Mary, for this. I have a few water bottles and I love them all, but this one is my favourite purely because of that sound. So I would have taken this tin and I would have walked to the Oval to jump on that plane. And this is a Walker's tin, the heritage collection of assorted shortbread, emblazoned with tartan, and it's a product of Scotland, established in 1898. So I would have taken this tin, and in this tin there's a pair of glasses that I found at an op shop as well. I like them. I would have taken them. A capo that I like because it's held my hair, it's held things shut. It's a capo. Funnily enough, it's not the capo that I thought it was, unless the sticker is gone. So that's confusing even me. I'm like, hang on a second. What's happened to this capo? It's different than it was. I do have 2 capos, but I thought this was another one. Confusing. The Pope's Bible that I'm holding for him has a 1-cent coin has fallen out, and Elizabeth is looking at me, and this coin is from 1981. There's coins in there. There's a lot of 1 and 2 cent coins in there just because they were already in the tin and I liked them. So I would have taken the Pope's Bible, this small piece of glass that I found on the beach at a very pivotal time in my life. Green glass. It reminds me of emerald. There's a couple of things in this Bible. Lots of things that are hidden in here to mean different things to me. Funnily enough, a lot of them I can't actually even remember what they are. But yeah, I would have taken this Bible. There's a card hidden in here as well, and it's on Jeremiah 31, the restoration of Israel. So that's the Pope's Bible, and I would have taken that in my tin. And there's a small, oh, that's broken, that was attached. There's a small brooch or a badge of a dragonfly that my mother gave me. That was to remember my mother. And of course, the Union Jack flag, respectfully rolled up and kept inside the box. So that's as far as the tin goes. That's what I would have left here with. Still under duress. And that's all I believe I would have needed to successfully make my legal statement from British soil. Now, in this bag, there's a couple of things. There's a pen here. Art series. I took this from the hotel in Perth. I stole it from the hotel in Perth that I provided 250 pill-shaped mirrors for. So that just happened to be in the bag. There's a hacksaw blade, because you never know when you're going to need a hacksaw blade. There's a feather, and I don't know what bird this is from. I like to think it's a wedge-tailed eagle feather, but I don't know. There's another feather here, black one. I believe that is a crow feather, but again, I could be wrong. There is a pair of secateurs, because I'm a bit of a horticulturalist, and so I've nicked them off me mum to take to England to start doing some horticulture. There is a set of keys that I have no idea. I have no idea. There's a small little frog that I have no idea. I have no recollection to where that frog came from. There's a wall plug, a used wall plug. A tappet, we used to call these, tappet, and this is how we fix windows to buildings. And there's a bunch of stainless steel bugle head screws, a whole handful of them, because they're handy. They're very handy. And so I have them just in there, just in case. Oh, and a little crystal that my mother gave me, which sat inside my pink shirt for a year while I was in solitary digital dystopian confined hell. And so that reminds me about the spark of life that kept me going, about the unbreakable nature of my resolve. And my phone. I would have taken my phone and my charger for my phone. Let me just have a look. There's a little zip pocket in here, but I don't think there's anything in there. Oh, no, just another screw. Another stainless steel screw. That's it. And the tin. So, yeah, that's what I would have taken. I've left, in my opinion, more than my father left me. Quite a significant amount more, especially if you include the book that I've been writing for the last 15 years that's held on Facebook. It's called Facebook. That's my book. And I believe that would have been more than enough for my 3 children, plus in my heart, adopted children that I would be leaving here, or adopted child, to successfully combat this coup and expose the misdeeds enacted by our state and federal government, whilst flying the Union Jack that I would be taking. And so once that Union Jack was absent, I believed fully that the injustices would become clear and transparent to all the citizens of Australia. But Charles has left me here. He's left me here. So I guess, like you all, I'll have to patiently wait, something I've gotten pretty used to now. My father used to give me a lot of grief about my impatience. But I've gotten a lot better, so I'm going to sit patiently. I put my boots on and everything. I was ready. I even thought for a second I heard the helicopter and it wasn't here. So I, like you all, will wait patiently, which is always what you do with a king. You don't ever rush a king. So, especially on things this large. So I'm going to patiently wait, like you all, and see what happens next on this very hot, very warm Australia Day, January 26, 2025.